kind of ultimately it's kind of I consider this Apple syndrome. And what I mean by that is, Apple, they come out with the latest and greatest and make the last one you had obsolete, so you have to buy the new one. They cater to the people who feel like they need the next best thing. They cater to the people who feel like people who own Apple products, nothing but Apple products, kind of have an attitude. Like they're kind of better than people, at least most ones I know. And Microsoft is starting to catch Apple syndrome. They don't want you to buy pre-owned games because they want you to download the ones off their marketplace that they still have at full price, even though they've been out for 4 years.
What it seems like is that they're trying to target like the middle class, whereas a lot of gamers that I know of are in the lower class. Like, basically brackets. They're trying to target mid to upper class like people that actually have money to spend like nothing.
Yeah, and most of the gamers I know are, between the ages of, say, 15 and 30. And I don't know that many people who are between the ages of 15 and 30 that have all of their life together and have everything together, enough to the point where they can afford to spend $600 on a brand new system and $60 a pop. If it is even 60 anymore, who knows, they might raise it. But they can't afford to sit there and just rebuy every game they already have or buy all the new ones for the systems. I know a lot of people, myself included, sometimes if I want a game, I can't pay $60 for it. So I get most of my games pre-owned. Yeah. And so people like me,
you a couple arms and a leg, but you won't need them anymore. You'll be using your fancy new cable box with your voice commands. So who needs them?
Exactly.
And right now what I have up on the screen is when they announced the new dashboard.
Hell, I don't even like the dashboard that they have now.
I didn't like the Blade. This is him showing off the Kinect Force Wave thing that he's got going on here.
Exactly what that is, too.
I know. So, here's some of the bigger points. The Kinect, or the Xbox One, basically is set up so every 24 hours you have to sign on to the system, or there's the Price is Right ad. That's awesome to see in a video game console reveal. But every 24 hours you have to sign on to the internet or they lock out all your games.
The price is wrong, Bill. The price is wrong.
Where's that? What's that? Put people that can't afford it to get internet.
Yeah,
or that just don't want internet.
Not just that, you have internet outages. You have,
How funny about
if
internet
someone
outages.
moves, you have to set up the internet.
And not to mention, I live in the middle of nowhere. We have to have, if we have any internet at all, it's either dial-up, and I'm pretty sure this VCR is not going to work with dial-up, or it's like satellite. And we all know how satellite works. There's one cloud in the sky slightly to the left, and everything goes out.
Yeah.
So for me, it would be really hard to constantly be connected to the internet for this thing, and then all my stuff's locked up.
Yeah.
And I don't have all my stuff anymore.
And it's completely, it's supposed to be completely inaccessible. And the internet, or the Kinect is always supposed to be hooked up, so that thing is always watching you, which, once again, that creeps me out.
No. Don't get creeped out by that, okay? It's just trying to make sure you're okay, and so it's watching your every move because it loves you so much. Okay?
Go back to that last picture, Slade.
Which one, this one?
Nope, one before that.
This
Okay,
one?
so it's basically Big
Nope.
Brother.
This one?
It's the only thing you'll
Yes,
ever
that.
need in your life. The one thing you will need.
There you go, in case you wanted to know. That's what the inside of your VCR cable box looks like.
But yeah, I mean...
Horrible.
It's got a Blu-ray drive, which Sony owns, so Sony's sitting there flipping their money. I'm pretty sure at this point they got Scrooge McDuck syndrome coming in, but then they're in debt, so...
To be honest, if I wanted a Blu-ray player, I'd just go down to the store and go buy one.
Cheaper
They're gonna
than
be
this thing.
super cheap by the time this thing comes out, and the Xbox is gonna be what, $600?
Yeah, it's what it's looking like. I mean,
I can find a much better use of my money than spending $600 on a paperweight.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying.
And here's the big thing, they're talking about how they have the 8 GB memory, the 8 GB RAM, but
that's not gonna last long.
Yeah, the PS4's got 8 GB of DDR5. So I mean, they're not saying what this is, but
And then see, the big question is, are you gonna be able to upgrade that?
No, I mean, if you can't upgrade the 500 GB hard drive, you're sure as hell not going to be able to upgrade the memory.
And that's a big problem.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, not including the modders and people who do all that, your average everyday person is so incredibly terrified of getting banned from Xbox Live or whatever. They're not going to mess with their stuff.
Exactly.
So what do they have to do when they need more memory? Do they just go buy another one at $600 a pop?
Yeah, their
memory ain't gonna last long because you're gonna make you install every damn game that you get.
Yeah, their tagline right now is, the Xbox One is the only console you'll need. It's the only one you'll need. And I'm sitting here going, yeah, until your hard drive runs out. I mean,
you're going to need another one and another one. Maybe that's why it's called the One, because you're going to keep having to get one and another one and another one. That picture right there, it seriously looks like they just painted a box shiny and glued it to another box.
Yeah. And I'm honestly just going to wait for the special edition with side wood panels. I think that would be awesome.
Yeah.
A pimped out cable box right there.
Yeah.
Again,
and this right here is where it shoots your pizzas out.
Is it? Is that where the pizza? That's a really small pizza.
Well, it's Microsoft. They're cheap.
Yeah. Well, okay. Maybe that's not worth it. If that's the only type of pizza I'm getting, like if I could open it up, like it had hinges on the back, and there was a whole pizza inside of it, that'd be a better use than the built-in memory and all of that. But if they had that, like maybe they stuck some pizza-making Keebler elves in there or something, then I would totally buy one just to randomly have pizza whenever I wanted it.
Maybe the right side of it will open up, and then you'll be able to take out your pizza, except it's Microsoft, so you'll have to cook it yourself.
The Kinect will scan how many buttons are on your on your shirt, and that's how many pepperonis they'll give you. And for any extra, you have to download the experience of pepperonis.
And then it scans how many people are in the room, and it cuts it in slices for you. But again, because it's such a small spot where the pizza comes out, everybody gets like half an inch square size pizza because Microsoft is cheap. Okay, we are getting way off topic.
Yes, we are. But I mean, I guess the ultimate question now is looking at, specs and the way they just marketed it. Who are they really gunning for? Are they gunning for Nintendo and Sony, or are they really gunning against Google and Apple?